course, this is one of the more darker areas of the facility. Oh, I just got massive creep factor walking back in here. Same type of battery drain. This is the 3rd floor of the Madison Seminary. Now, we've already gone live here tonight, and we were getting the motion detector lights going off, all kinds of shadow play up and down the hallway. There's a general feeling of heaviness that is up here. It sounds like a footstep there. Now, I'm going to investigate a little bit more up here. I'm going to bring Shauna in for a remote EVP session.
Are you by yourself in the room?
So, we're going to see what else we get. This room over here off to the right was very active as well. If your name is Tim, or if you have a different name. A lot of things going on here tonight. I am on the 3rd floor, and this, just doing the walkthrough earlier today, this is the area that gave me the real creep factor. In fact, when I walked through the door right over there, first into here, down that hall is where I distinctly heard footsteps. When I first walked up here, I was just taking photographs, I heard footsteps down this hallway, very distinct. I have motion detector lights up here. One here, one at the end of the hall. It sounds like a footstep there, actually. So this building here, actually it's 2 buildings. This is the newer building, built in 1891, and then the one next door, we'll go in there later, was built in 1847. Now, the one that was built in 1847 was really why it was called the Madison Seminary. So that was built as a high school, originally just for boys, and they allowed girls in afterward. And then when the Ohio Women's Relief bought this in the, it was 1888, then they turned that into a home for women of veterans who have passed away. They built this building in Did you guys hear that down there? Built this building in 1891. It's been several other things since. They ran that operation. They called it the Ohio Cottage at that point. With several things after that. It was a home for mentally challenged people for a while when the mental health department bought it out, and then the police department had it for a little while after that. So there was like a drunk tank down in the basement. So I've heard some stories of a shadow person being seen walking back and forth over here. I guess if Sean Gilmore's in the chat, maybe you can tell your story of feeling grabbed over here. Then our guide earlier, Trent, I guess, started feeling negative and getting angry for no reason in this room while trying to patch that ceiling. So we'll just do a little walk through the area here. You can see there's a motion detector light down there. But yeah, it's somewhere. I keep hearing somebody moving down this hall. I'm thinking what we could do to start things off, because I keep hearing, it sounds like it's coming from down this hall. May as well just prop myself in the dentist chair, right? And see what we get. Almost do like a little bit of a ghost watch. So let's check it out. I'm gonna sit in the chair. We'll do some EVP work here. Oh, and this chair is cold. So hello again, Mike again here. So when were you here? Were you here for? No, you were part of the Ohio Women's Ohio Relief Corps. Were you one of the residents here? Thought I heard some tapping down there. What kind of games did you play in the rec room? Okay, so Shauna's saying not feeling anything now, but feeling heavy where I was at. Yeah, and Shauna, I was kind of thinking the same thing, is I'm not feeling it as much down here as I did when I was out at the entranceway. Even though I came down here because this is where I heard the footsteps coming from. So let's go back out there, since that's where we were at when we were getting the action. Yeah, and it's here. It's here where it's heavy. If you're talking about to my right. All right, so this room here. Getting lots of energy in here. Okay, we can stay in here for a little while. That's fine. Getting nothing but energy. Shauna's saying if she was here, she'd have to step out. I think that whatever I saw is hiding behind the inner door. Look over here. Tim or Timothy is what you're saying? Okay. Shadows moving on the wall behind the door. So, okay, multiple people are saying behind the door. And I keep seeing something in the hallway. I think we have multiple things going on here. Yeah, I really do. Is there a boy named Tim here? How old are you? How old are you? Are you hiding behind that door? Alright. And I keep seeing stuff out the door. I know you guys are seeing things behind the door, but I'm also seeing things outside the door in the hallway. I keep seeing things just darting by. It's always from right to left. I'm gonna put the audio recorder over there. Well, hello again. I think you know me by now, I'm Mike. So I still want to confirm if your name is Tim or if you have a different name. So I still want to confirm if your name is Tim or if you have a different name. Who's over there by the door? You don't have to be scared. I'm a nice guy. I'm just trying to learn a little bit more about you. You see the motion detector light went off. I don't recall it going off the last time I came over here to... Seems to be a common theme for tonight. Anytime I start walking into a place, there are things moving around. Something was moving around in here when I first walked up here. It was moving around. I mean, it was distinctly in this room. Like a shuffling. There's somebody in here with me? My name is Mike. I was up here a little bit earlier today, introducing myself and just saying that I'd like to learn more about you. Which I would, so you don't have to like run off or anything. Did you go down the hall? Am I hearing somebody down the hall? I hear you. My name is Mike. I've said this a few times now. Originally from Cleveland, I've moved around a lot, but I'm in Elyria now. Who are you? I feel a tickle in my left ear. Okay, I'm going to set up a few things in the hallway here. So don't mind me. So I just heard something open. And I'm still feeling all kinds of tingling and stuff around my head. Oh, cobwebby. Hello? Okay, I am on the second floor of the actual seminary building. So this particular building right here was actually the original seminary. It's built on top of a wooden structure, originally 1847 for this building. And originally it was a school, a seminary, you know, originally boys only, then they started incorporating girls. And then, of course, it, you know, the function of it changed, of course, when the Women's Relief Corps took over. Still, it housed women, but was no longer a high school appropriate age level type of building at that point. So, one of the sad things about this particular building is that the women who were here, they had lost their husbands. When it first opened up, it was the Civil War, women of Civil War veterans who had unfortunately lost their husbands, and so back then, of course, extremely hard to scrape a living as a widowed woman, so a number of them in the area came here. At that point, it was called the Ohio Cottage. I'm really interested in reaching out to anybody here, whether former students, teachers, or anybody from the Women's Relief Corps, or anybody who stayed here as a result of the Women's Relief Corps. So my name is Mike. You have a fascinating backstory and history here that I'm very interested in learning more about. And so please, by all means, talk to me. Now, when I first walked up here, and I brought my stuff down the hall here, so in this room, directly to my left, that I was hearing all kinds of shuffling then. I went inside and then stopped. I stepped back out, started again. So I had the camera on for a couple of the shuffles, not the first initial one. Somebody's definitely hanging out in there. I do have the motion detector lights, 1, 2, 3, down the hall. Alright, I'm just going to walk down the hall here. See who may be in here with me. Anybody who's here, feel free to reach out. I'm just interested in learning a little bit more about you. I think there was some fascinating work that was done here. I think there was some fascinating work that was done here. It really helped a lot of people. They were looking for those earlier. I think there was some fascinating work that was done here. Oh, I didn't notice this before. Look at the writing desk. Tickle on my neck. Do you like that they started adding furniture back in here? Does that make you feel more at home to have the furniture back? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the IR capture the hallway for a while, at least a few minutes. I'm going to go upstairs into the attic real quick, and you can see what happens down here in the hallway when I walk up. Well, hello. I don't know who would be up here. I'm just exploring. Checking it out up here.
These two EVPs are on the same voice. You make a call as to what they say.
Very tight-knit stairs. This is definitely no more than needs fire code. Well, you have a wonderful attic. I know, it's kind of silly, right? I get it. So, this was pretty insane. I had set up here, got the cameras, of course, the other tripod's over here, got the one in my hand right now. You know, I'm just shooting down the hallway. You know, talking about, you know, I'm going to bring Shauna on to do a remote live session. And even though she wasn't able to exactly at this moment because she was, you know, doing a couple of things, and we were going to bring her on a little bit later. It's dusty as hell. My battery on the phone, I hadn't fully charged it yet. The battery went from 50% charged to 20 to 10. So I rushed the thing downstairs to throw it on the charger. It was at 3% when I plugged it in. It's an insane type of battery drain. This was in the span of about 10 minutes. From 50 to 20 to 10 to 3. Insane. So somebody was near me. The holding tank when it was the jail. Laundry. And in this room. So my name is Mike. And like I've been telling everybody else in this building, I'm just curious about who you are. You have a name? Everybody has a name. What's yours? The old holding tank for the jail. So we're inside what had been the drunk tank during the few years that this was used for the jail. Everybody down here with us tonight? That was a little drop of water for audio. Anybody have a few too many? Maybe you toss into the tank? cold as it is right now. How cold did it get in this place during winter? It's not really cold right now. Maybe not you, but I'm sure you saw a number of people get tossed into here. Tell me your favorite story about some idiot that got thrown into the drunk tank here. This is the actual laundry room. You can see the old Maytag washing machine. This is a laundry chute. So, all the way up. Well, I'm really just visiting tonight. So we can't get to know each other all that well, but we could at least greet each other, make an acquaintance, and if I come back, then we will have already met, and we can learn a little bit more about each other. What do you think? Okay, just major issues with battery drain. So upstairs, 3rd floor or 4th, depending on how you look at it, with top floor. I'm gonna try to do a remote EVP session with Shauna, and I'd gotten the phone charge back up to 50% so that we could do it, and then I was gonna, do her session, come back down here, and then charge up the phone the rest of the way so we could go live again. Up there, it went from 50 to like 20 to 10, and then by the time I got back down here, it was at 3 when I plugged it in. So that was a couple hours ago now. The phone, there was one time that I was gone for a while investigating it, only gotten up to like 13%. So what in the world? That's no good. Got up to, well, I popped the phone on at one point, it said 29, and then immediately, boom, dropped to 21. What the hell is that? So just now, it was at 31% when I walked back in just to, get a quick drink and warm up a little bit and all that after being out again. 31%. So now, before heading out back again, I went to check it to see where it was at. 16%. Like, what? And it's plugged in. It's plugged in, charging. So I don't know what the hell's going on with it. Massive battery drain on my phone ever since we finished up going live upstairs. Crazy stuff. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to go live again tonight. I'm hoping we can at least do the remote EVP session with Shauna. It's nuts. Okay, I am on the 1st floor of what is actually the seminary. So I actually started on the 2nd floor first, because that's where most of the women would have stayed. We're down here in the 1st floor. There's some admin area and stuff like that. So now, when I first walked into this building earlier today, I got a lot of funhouse effect right here in the stairwell. Not really sure if it was paranormal, just maybe something off kilter could have been with the flooring. Right now I'm not feeling that, but I really did then when I first walked in here. And it kind of made me stop and have a bit of a look around. So, of course, we're going to investigate down here. That's what we do. And we'll see if anybody is down here with us. Keep hearing popping down there, but I think that's water dripping downstairs. And that's me creaking. So there might be something a little off with this, but yeah, they do have a leak down there with the pipes. So, hello. My name is Mike. And you know what I need to do? I don't know what I'm thinking. I need to set up the motion detector. So let's do that real quick. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set up 2 down this hall and then 1 back behind there. Well, okay. Let's start this again. My name is Mike. I come from Elyria these days. Originally from Cleveland. But now I'm out here visiting you. I'm not going to say upstairs, I really respect the work that was done here. Originally as a school, as a seminary. Then later when the Ohio Women's Relief Corps was in here. So that's fantastic work, especially for all of those widows. So you guys did a fantastic job here. And so for one, I want to commend you on all of that work that was done here. So really, I'd just like to get an understanding of who's here. A name would be a fantastic start. To me, what's really cool is, this entrance. That had to be me. And you can see it on that. That had to be me. I'm not that close. We'll try to get here in a minute. So to me, something that's really cool is that, this entrance is really where, the people, when they first came, this is what they would have seen. This is what they would have walked through. The kids coming to the school. When the women first came here, it's got to be me. They would have come through here. I'm going to move it a little bit more. There's old photographs of the women sitting and standing out there in the porch, posing for a picture. So this is that entrance. And so to me, I just think of all that history of all those people that came through. And that's what we're trying to connect with right now. And, let me know if I have any of the history wrong. Please come here, come down, speak to me. Come out from wherever you are down there. And let me know. Do I have it right? Is there anything that needs to be corrected? It's very quiet in here right now. I wanted to go live in this building. Just with all the crazy battery drain issues. It's just not going to happen tonight. It's really cold in here tonight. I guess I understand why you might not want to come out. Got all these law books in here. Did you guys actually do anything with law here? I mean, I guess maybe you might have studied some of the law when it was a seminary. Really quiet in here right now. This room we were in earlier, doing a live. Mostly that room. These rooms also seem to have something going on. It's like this hallway. Okay, we are back up on the third floor. We have Shauna on the phone down here, and she's going to do a remote EVP session. So there's a little bit of cutout with it because it's on speakerphone, but once I leave, then that won't happen. I'm going to go downstairs to what they call Sarah's room while she's doing this up here. Now I'm gone.
Okay.
Alright, so we're heading downstairs while she does that.
Hello? Is anybody in the room with me? Are you by yourself in the room? Are you by yourself in the room? I know it might seem a little weird to be able to hear somebody's voice and not be able to see them. you can still talk to me.
Hello? I'm definitely feeling something down here. I feel something in the hall. So this is what they call Sarah's room. Possibly a child, but some psychics have said that the childlike adult, possibly mentally handicapped or not. It's all kind of up in the air. Hello? Is there a girl named Sarah in here? I said I felt some tingling out in the hall. It's like I'm hearing somebody out there. Is there somebody out in the hall? You can come in here, it's fine. My name is Mike. I'm just visiting, trying to learn a bit more about this place. Who's here? Some things about the building, about the history. I'm a writer, and so I write about places like this.
I'd love to meet you. I'd love to know your name. Can you repeat that? Can you say that again?
Let's see about where I was actually feeling stuff before. Yeah, because I'm still feeling something in this hallway. And it was in this room where I was hearing, and I'm feeling it now. I was hearing stuff in that corner just when I was doing my walkthrough. This is where they had the double planed glass for the interrogations. I just heard a thud. And it sounded like it kind of came from upstairs.
Can you talk a little louder, please? What's your name and how old are you?
I don't know. Mike. Imagine a few things went down in here. This is where they look through. The interrogations on the other side. So you're in the home again. Hello?
What's the name of your city? I live in Illinois.
You know, it's actually kind of weird. I'm going to put some of these on the radiators. And there's nothing, the boiler's not in use, there's nothing pumping the radiators or anything like that. And it's like I'm feeling phantom heat off of the radiators. It's weird. Alright, so I'm in the interrogation room. I can only imagine what went down in here. Double pane glass. Imagine there's a desk set up here. Be led inside, sit down. And you know people are on the other side here looking at you.
I feel like I'm doing all the talking. Is there anything you'd like to say?
I'm just interested in the things that happened here, and in the people that have been here. It's gotta be the other group. Hello? Usually you hear something like that and then a bunch of other noise. But I didn't. Hello?
Are you happy? Yes or no? Do a lot of people live there with you?
I hear Shauna. This is supposed to be the suicide bathroom. Oh, I just got a massive creep factor walking back in here. Hello? Hello? My name is Mike. I was just poking my head into the bathroom here. Didn't mean to really intrude. Just trying to meet the people of the building. It's pretty wild with the red light back there. Alright, I'll let you do your thing.
Hello?
That's me.
Okay. Hello?
That's me.
Okay.
Another battery drain issue. So my video camera, which hang on, which had an hour left, drained all the way down to 1 minute while we were separated. Again, thank you all. Really do appreciate it. If you are just watching us for the first time, please go ahead and subscribe to us. And when you subscribe, please go ahead and hit that little bell notification so that you know whenever we have things like this coming up. I'm Mike Ricksecker. Thank you very much.